This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast.
Oh, my goodness.
Betsy.
Marcy.
How are ya?
Wonderful. I'm excited to get scared.
Oh, we're gonna get so...
It's a beautiful morning, and I want it to be terrifying.
So we're starting a new thing on the podcast.
Yeah, we are.
Where we have so many great stories from you guys, and it feels like such a shame to let them keep getting backed up. And frankly, overwhelming.
Very overwhelming.
Like, we could never get to all of them if we only play one an episode.
Nuh-uh.
So we're going to do something once a month now where we're going to do an all listener story one.
Where you are the stars.
You are the stars.
Yeah, and please keep sending them in because they are awesome, and we love reading them and listening to them.
Because truly, after a couple months of this, we'll be like, oh no, we need more stories.
Oh, yeah.
So
we're flying close to the sun right now.
Oh, we're Icarus. Icarus is shit.
Our leaves will melt. Our wings, our back leaves will melt.
Why did we make wax wings? Why didn't we just take some feathers off a chicken?
Because Icarus
is a fucking
didn't
idiot.
give a shit.
He's so stupid. Honestly, it takes so much more effort to make a wax mold.
But I mean, they flew.
It did work.
That's pretty good.
It worked. It just, you know what? It was the prototype and he got too excited.
Yes. Yep. Just like every first version of an iPhone.
Should we go back and just cover Greek mythology and how they could have fixed it?
I think so. A Greeky feeling. Yeah, find all the loopholes in Greek mythology.
Just be like, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't track.
We'll have a 17-part episode on the Medusa story.
Yeah, oh my God, I did tell you the Medusa's backstory is real sad.
It's so sad.
It's a sad backstory. Go look her up, guys. Anyway, so if you want to send your paranormal experience, whether it be psychic, shit, weird dream, just
a horrifying shit story.
No, please.
We'll expand that way.
No.
Oh, okay. Marcy doesn't want that.
Put my foot down. I want a bunch
Fair
of
enough.
turd stories coming to us. Unless something really scary happens, I guess, while you're pooping. I guess that is when you're at your most vulnerable.
I know.
That's why dogs look at you in the eye when they poop.
Oh, yeah. They're like,
they're
sorry.
like, please look at me.
I'm humiliated.
Well, no, they're saying, is everything okay behind me?
No way. They're humiliated.
No, they're looking at their owners.
No, Marcy, you have a cat. They're humiliated.
You don't have a dog.
I do.
No, you don't.
I grew up with them.
I grew up with dogs too.
They're humiliated.
Well, I heard it's because they're at their most vulnerable.
Humiliated.
So they're looking at their owner to make sure nothing's coming from behind.
Humiliated.
Okay, it is humiliating.
Nobody likes to shit with somebody watching them.
No, it's terrible. Like, you put me on a leash, dude.
It's humiliating. And then it's really humiliating picking up their shit.
Yeah, at least it's like both people get humiliated.
Yeah.
Both people, dog people and human people. Okay, so I was saying psychic stories, weird dreams, you saw a ghost, you got abducted by an alien.
Urban legends, haunted places in your town.
Do you have an uncle who swears he had sex with a female Bigfoot? Whatever.
Please let us know if you have an uncle who swears that.
Oh my gosh, I recently looked up the video of the female Bigfoot. There's like a video where...
Does she have like titties?
She has titties.
Ooh.
Honestly, I think like she has my midway goal body. She's
you have to like grow a bunch of feet, huh?
Yeah, I gotta get taller.
Okay.
Yeah. Or multiple toes.
Or multiple.
Anyway, I keep not telling people where to send their email.
They are never going to find out.
funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Also, we'll just say it at the top. Why don't you go rate, review. If you haven't already, you gotta subscribe. That really helps us out.
Yeah, tell your friends.
Yeah,
everything.
I think this is you can listen to ghost stories all year round.
Oh yeah, are you kidding me?
This is not just a Halloween thing.
No,
It's
so fun.
Have fun.
I just want to hear ghost stories all day, every day.
I do go to sleep listening to ghost stories still.
Oh, that's good.
Although I had a weird dream last night about the devil.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, I was like, well, but shit happens.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop what I'm used to. All right.
Okay.
So let's dig on in.
Do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So
I'll sit back and listen.
Hello. I have a ghost story from my childhood.
Yes.
When I was 8 years old or so, we moved to a new house. It was an older and bigger house with tall hedges, long hallways, and dark corners.
No, Hill House. Ew.
Shortly after moving here, my little dog Belle would start growling at seemingly nothing. Sometimes she would leap off the couch, barking and quote unquote chase something from the living room down the hall towards our bedrooms.
Oh.
I also started to see something out of the corner of my eye.
Oh no.
I would tell my mom frequently that I saw a cat in the house or just see what looked like a cat run past really fast.
Oh.
Being a child, I guess this doesn't seem abnormal to me and I just accepted it as fact. Cut to a year or so later, my dog still occasionally chases the shadow cat I see now and again. Chases the shadow cat I see now and again, but I've stopped mentioning these sightings to my parents as they have been happening for so long. My dad is outside doing yard work and decides he wants to cut down the big hedges on the side of the house.
Uh-oh.
They're taller than the house itself. Jesus Christ.
Whoa, those are trees.
Yeah, you guys don't know anything. They're taller than the house itself and kind of an eyesore, so they're ready to go. Halfway through the first hedge, my dad calls us all outside. He's found a cat skeleton stuck in the tree.
Whoa.
It's fairly small and all that are left are bones, so it must have been there all a while.
Oh shit.
My dad thinks the young cat crawled into the hedge and got stuck in there. We moved out of the house a few years later, but I hope my little ghost cat is still messing with the dog and having a blast darting around the house. I have a few more paranormal encounters from my childhood, but I'll save those for another time. Thanks for the great podcast, Best Hannah.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, Hannah.
Oh my goodness. Wait, and remember what was that thing we learned about, like why we see things
out of the corner
of our, because like it's like dog eyes, right?
What?
Remember, somebody sent us, they were like working on ghosts. Like,
I got a bad memory, but tell me what you think.
Okay, here's what I think, but this is going to sound, I don't know. Wasn't it like us seeing stuff out of the corner of our eyes, like our eye is like from there, our eye is functioning like a dog's eyes, where they just see stuff at a different rate?
That makes sense, yeah.
I think somebody sent that. So that's what all I was saying.
Oh, so that it's better?
No, but that's why people see so many things out of the corner of their eyes
that aren't there.
That aren't there because it's like not translating
it's not processing.
Like ours.
Okay, got it.
And that's why people were like, "Oh, dogs see ghosts easier."
Oh, so it's the.
I think somebody sent something in like that.
My brain doesn't work, but I trust that makes sense. That like,
Mars, you gotta believe me. I've done a whole paper on it.
Betsy's a
I've
kook.
done a 120-page
this fucking kook over here.
Thesis on this.
On this
thesis. This
thesis
topic.
On this thesis. Can I just say that I got really sad about that cat?
I'm sure you did.
That cat was too sad.
But now that cat's having a blast.
Yes.
In life, it probably wasn't. That's why it ran into a hedge.
What was
but
the
now,
in
the afterlife, it's like, oh, this is awesome.
You know what probably happened? It probably didn't get stuck in the tree because I think it could figure its way down. It probably just got like picked up by an eagle and then dropped.
Maybe.
You know those? Remember that when they had those hoaxes of like an eagle picking up a dog?
Pug. It still happens.
Is it real?
Hawks and stuff will pick up tiny dogs.
Oh no!
Like I want to say, Drew and Tony like have to kind of be aware of their. Our
friends live up kind of on a ridge on the Los Angeles mountain range.
That's why their pond has a net.
Oh, yeah, because the birds will come. Well, taking a koi fish is different.
Birds take dogs. They take rats, you know.
That's smaller than a dog.
But dogs are small.
That's true. Dogs are teensy.
Yeah.
Some of them will fit
and they're
in
little
your pocket.
poodles.
Yes.
You could scoop up easy.
Munch, munch, munch.
Crunch them.
Crunch them and munch them. All right,
okay,
Betsy,
that was great. Okay.
Do one.
I got one. Okay. This one, the subject is nightmare.
Hell yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Hi, ladies. I love the podcast. Thank you. When I was young, I had a recurring nightmare. I think I had it from about 6 years old to 14 years old on a regular basis.
Okay. That's a long time.
That's too long. After that, I had the nightmare less often, and it stopped in my 20s. Every time I had this nightmare, it was exactly the same. Ew. I will say that I felt uncomfortable in my house growing up and was unsettled and slightly scared most of the time.
Oh my God.
That's so sad.
That's awful.
Imagine, like, always being a little scared in your own house.
That sucks.
That's such a bummer. That really made me sad. Okay, here is the nightmare.
Sadder than a cat dying in a tree? Yeah.
I mean, it's all sad.
Everything is
Everything
sad.
is fucking
Everything's
sad,
fucking
you
sad.
guys. Okay.
There's no ghost stories without a sad story.
Here is the nightmare. That's true. It starts with my parents taking me to a castle for a tour.
Your parents
In
are
the
rock
nightmare,
stars.
I'm about 6 years old. It was dark outside, and the castle had that creepy vibe from a cheesy horror movie.
Yes.
Cobwebs, candles, and shadows all over.
Yes.
Ew. To make it even worse, the tour was led by an older man dressed like Dracula. Maybe it was a Halloween tour. There were other families on the tour. All the families had a young child. Ooh,
also, this is a dream, right?
This is a dream.
God, it's specific.
The tour was uneventful, just showing interesting parts of the castle. I remember we were offered candy and drinks during the tour. I remember it being fun, and my parents were enjoying it too. The highlight of the tour was when our group was led out to a large balcony at the top of the castle. It was really dark outside. There was a large organ on the balcony as well. So far, the tour was very festive. Dracula, our tour guide, said there was one more event. He took out some colored chalk and gave it to the parents. He said we were going to take a group picture after the parents drew cute designs on the children's exposed skin with chalk.
Ooh.
Ooh, that just got fucked up.
Oh my God.
Ew, that's nasty. Everyone focused on creating elaborate designs on their child's face and bare arms. Oh my God. When people were done, Dracula said he was going to play something for us on the organ. As soon as he started playing, every place where there was chalk markings split open and started gushing blood. I started screaming along with all the other kids. Our parents were hysterical, trying to make it stop. The whole time, Dracula kept playing while smiling.
Ew.
That's where it ended, Kathy. Ew, that's fucked up. That feels like...
That's
so creepy. I also love how, like, it always starts where it's like, oh, this tour is kind of delightful.
This sounds nice. This is a nice tour.
That's a good twist. That's like a really good episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. No, thanks.
That's so scary. Ew, we should start a Halloween tour where we make people draw on each other's bodies with chalk.
Yeah.
It's so creepy.
I don't know that chalk will stay on a skin.
Yeah, right?
I guess.
That like hardcore street chalk?
Street chalk.
You know, that's like meant to last through the rain.
to last through the rain. I thought that was the whole point of chalk, is that like it goes away when it rains.
But there's like hardcore chalk.
Hardcore, like fucking
hardcore fucking chalk that will stay on your skin.
Chalk punks.
Yeah, right? For the kids who want to do graffiti but just aren't there yet.
Yeah, they're hardcore, but they're not like paint hardcore.
No. Paint's intense.
It's too scary. And you can get in trouble for buying too much.
Yeah, you can.
All right.
That was good. Thank you, Kathy. Ooh.
Okay. This one, the title is Grandfather's Ghost Visited the NICU.
Oh, God.
What if I spoiled it? What if I just spoiled it?
You might have.
Okay.
We'll find out.
Hi, ladies. First, I just want to say how much I love the podcast and thank you for helping me keep my spirits up while on maternity leave / in the NICU with my daughter. Anyway, here's my story. Oh, that's so nice.
Oh.
That's rough. That's really hard to have your kid in NICU.
Yeah, I
because you can't touch
it.
them as much, and that's very hard for a parent. Okay.
Oh.
I am going to get a word wrong soon. Wait for it. Okay. When my daughter was born, she was diagnosed with aortic stenosis.
Oh.
I think I did it. Aortic stenosis.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Basically, 2 of her heart valves were fused together, making the hole where blood flows out of the heart smaller than a normal heart.
Jeez.
This was a complete shock to everyone, but luckily it is very manageable condition, so we were transferred to the local children's hospital where she would have a cardiac cath to help correct it.
Hell yeah.
While in the chaos of getting her and us settled into the cardiac NICU room, there was a moment where everyone, us and both sets of parents, were just sort of huddled by the back room while baby was being hooked up to all the monitors and IVs. I was standing with my back to the bathroom door. No one was in there and the door was closed. Suddenly my mom started tapping her watch, saying that it seemed to have stopped. Right when she said that, I was suddenly overcome with a feeling of someone being behind me and immediately knew it was my grandpa.
Oh.
I couldn't help it and started to cry.
Oh.
We named our daughter after him, and I truly believe he was trying to let us know that he was looking out for her. I've always been a little sensitive and gotten feelings, so I think he would know. I think he knew I would know it was him.
Yeah.
When I was able to look up and open my eyes again, my mom's expression had gone from annoyed at her watch back to concern for the baby. Later that night, while we were still absorbing everything, I suddenly remembered the watch my mom was wearing had actually been my grandpa's watch first.
Good chills.
I truly
so many good chills.
I truly believe he was there not only to look after his great granddaughter and namesake, but also to watch over us while she had her procedure done.
Oh.
Well, that's my story. I have a few others, but that's the most recent one, and I also have my new favorite. Again, love the podcast. Keep up all the fun and spooky stories. Don't shit your pants.
Yay!
Pam.
Oh, that was good. Who's it, Pam?
Pam.
Send us more. That's
Pam,
so
that was
good.
really great.
Oh, and it totally was your grandpa just being like, hey, thanks for naming her after me. I'm here.
I got this.
I'm pumped.
I got this little one.
I got this little one.
That's very nice.
I love that
I love
so
it too.
much. Oh, full of good chills.
Good ass chills.
Good ass. Oh, shit. That was some good ass chills, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That was a lot of good ass chills.
That was some good chills.
Thank you for sending that. Okay. My ghost hunt with Chris Fleming. Okay. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. First of all, I love your podcast. You guys are amazing.
Aw.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So a little background before I get to the story. I attended Nichols College, which opened in 1812. So it's over 200 years old. Holy shit.
I didn't even know colleges could be that old.
Yeah.
Were people
I know
stressing
people
out
were
about tests?
in a war of 1812.
Is that the French Indian War?
Yeah, they were stressing about tests. They were stressing about leeches. They're stressing about having diarrhea to death.
To death?
Yeah.
What's
the 1812 war?
Yeah, the French Indian War.
Is that the
Canada?
1812 one?
But it's not ours.
I thought it was ours.
It's a Canadian war. Not ours.
But it had stuff to do in I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm probably wrong, but I also think it wasn't ours.
Okay. I thought it was.
Keep
I don't
going.
know though. It takes up about half a mile of a street, so it's a pretty small school, but I loved it. And with extremely old schools comes a bunch of ghost stories. Yeah. There's a man that haunts the basement of one of the dorm rooms because the story goes that the building burnt down in the early 1900s and that guy died. I think his name was Henry. There was also a guest house on campus where all our guest speakers would stay. I don't know why, because it's also very haunted and I find it a little rude. That's a very funny, like, hey, welcome, thanks for giving a speech. Stay in this fucking horrifying house.
I mean, you gotta use your space.
I know.
You have to use it. And it's like, well, do I want to live in the haunted space?
No.
But can someone get spooked out like, what's the chances they're going to get a ghost coming the night they're staying? It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, anyway, my story. Around Halloween time in 2011, we got the famous Chris Fleming to come to Nichols to do a ghost hunt around campus. I went by myself because it was my first ghost hunt and I was the only one of my roommates interested, which is fine. I was fine. I love that double down. Which is fine. I was fine.
Which is fine. I was fine.
I was fine. Okay, I didn't need anybody else to go with. Anyway, there was about 15 people in our group, and we went into the living room of the guest house. Chris takes out the spirit box, and we start asking questions. I was hyped the whole time because I couldn't believe this was actually happening. After about 15 minutes of doing the spirit box, Chris points to me and asks the spirits what my name is. Then I start internally panicking. Why did he point at me? What's going to happen? Do I have an attachment? I personally didn't hear the spirit box say anything, and Chris doesn't even know who I am, so he wouldn't know if the spirits were right either. The next day, I was in the dining hall, and this girl from one of my classes, who also sat next to Chris Fleming during the ghost hunt, came up to me and said, hey, what's your last name? And I was like, Zawacki. Oh, that's a rad last name. Zawacki. Oh, that's so cool. Zawacki. And all of a sudden, her eyes get really big, and she goes, remember when that guy from last night pointed at you and asked the spirits what your name was? Well, my friend that was sitting next to me said after he asked what your name was, she heard a voice from the spirit box say Zawacki really softly. At first I didn't believe her, but this girl was just someone I had in my classes, so I had no reason to be messing with me, and I was shocked when I told her what my last name was.
Oh my gosh.
Whether she was messing with me or not, I got chills every time I walked past that guest house. And now every time I see Chris Fleming on Ghost Adventures, I remind my family that I went on my first and only so far ghost hunt with him.
Wow.
Even though that was my first ghost hunt on campus, it was my only ghost experience. But we could save on campus. It was my only ghost experience, but we could save that for another email. Oh, so did you have more? Is that what she's saying?
I don't know.
Probably. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Julia. How do I say it again? Zawacki. That's such a cool last name.
That is so cool.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah. I mean, who knows why he pointed to her other than just to intuition?
Yeah.
I honestly, full admission, didn't know who Chris Fleming was. I didn't. But that's okay. He probably doesn't know who I am.
That's fine. What if he's a big Marcy fan?
He loves me.
He loves you.
But no, I did look him up, and you know why I didn't know who he was? He's younger than me.
That's it. You don't know anybody who's a little younger.
It's really hard.
It's so hard. And all the terms.
I spent my whole life knowing who was older than me and famous.
Yeah. So I'm not going to learn younger.
It's just hard. There's just not enough room in my fame bank.
That was good.
It's so crazy because that's such a like not what I would think of as a typical last name. Like
no,
yeah.
And for a spirit to be like, I'll pick that one, because there's probably like a Smith in there or just a Fleming. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
you can say that, but like
someone had the last name of Brown or Johnson.
Yeah. Something easy.
That's really
that's good.
crazy.
I love haunted colleges. I mean, every college is fucking haunted.
Because it's a place where there's a lot of emotion.
A lot of emotion. Yeah, a lot of history.
Where is a place where there's not a lot of emotion, I wonder? Maybe like a mechanic.
Yeah, maybe a mechanic.
I don't know. I bet they get really frustrated.
I know. I was going to say McDonald's, and I was like, no. There's a lot of emotion at McDonald's.
Oh my God. If anyone knows of a haunted McDonald's,
I'm sure there's a million.
Please send us a story about a haunted
let us know.
McDonald's.
Yeah, any haunted fast food, a haunted Taco Bell, I will.
Yeah, that's
if you send in a story about a haunted Taco Bell, I will drop the microphone, book a flight,
drop that mic,
go there immediately, and order a bunch of food and wait for ghosts.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! Dog.
Hell yeah!
And now is it my turn to?
It is.
Okay. This one is dream visits.
Oh.
Hi, Marcy and Betsy.
Hello.
I wanted to write to tell you about the 2 dreams in which important people in my life who have passed have visited me.
Oh.
A few years ago, my grandmother passed away. When my parents had divorced, she lived with my sister, dad, and myself for years. She helped raise me and become the woman I am today, and I'm so thankful for her.
Oh.
So nice. When I was in high school, we learned that she had Alzheimer's and watched her health and mental state deteriorate over the years. Ugh. She was living in a home for people with Alzheimer's for years, and I had a hard time going to see her in the state she was in. I hadn't seen her in 2 years when her health really started to deteriorate. When I finally went to see her, she didn't know how to speak, but she stared at me the entire time I was there like she knew who I was, although she hadn't for years.
Oh my God.
After she passed away, I had a dream. I was in a white room sitting on the couch, and I was in a white room sitting on the couch she had while I was growing up. My grandma came over to me, sat on the couch, and had me lay down with my head in her lap. Oh. She told me, I love you, you're beautiful, and I'm so proud of the woman you're becoming. Oh. As she ran her fingers through my hair, I woke up sobbing, and I believe my grandmother came to visit me that night.
Oh my, she absolutely did.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Also, Alzheimer's is one of the worst ways to see people go. It's terrible.
It's torture,
because they don't
torture on everybody's.
It's very frustrating for
everybody's part.
The families.
It's
hard to see someone
so cruel.
Yeah, forget every part of their life.
I can't. I'll say this: I fucking hate Alzheimer's.
Yeah, it's bad. Okay.
Oh, God.
Secondly, one of my best friends from grade school was killed in a motorcycle accident a few years ago. Her boyfriend at the time was driving recklessly, and she was ejected from the bike and killed on impact. I had really wanted a sign that she was okay, and one night I had a dream I was in a white room again, and she walked in laughing. Oh. I asked her why she was laughing, and she told me, "Why are you worried about me? I'm great. I'm better than I've ever been. I'm happy and I'm fine." Oh. She hugged me and I sobbed, and I also woke up crying after.
Oh my gosh.
I truly believe my grandma and friend came to visit me those 2 times. And there are those I truly believe my grandmother and friend came to visit me, and these are the only 2 times things like that have happened to me. Oh. Thank you for reading. Also, I highly recommend you look into the Franklin Castle in Cleveland, Ohio. It's a cool haunted place in my hometown.
Ooh.
Thanks, and all the best, Rachel.
Franklin Castle. Rachel, that was incredible.
That was so incredible.
And how wild of both times in a white room.
Yeah, it feels like Rachel, even though she's saying that's the only times that something like that has happened to her, that maybe she might be a tad closer to the other side than she's aware of.
Oh,
that she literally has a place where she can go visit people.
Oh my gosh,
Rachel, keep us updated if you have any more visits like that.
Yeah, I had a friend who was killed when we were in middle school, and he was a freshman in high school, but I was in 8th grade. And I remember a few weeks after he died, I had a dream where he came and was just class, happy. And I was like, whoa.
And he was like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And hell yeah, dude, I'm fine.
He sounded just like, oh, y'all doing fine. I'm like,
Dude.
wait, you never spoke like that in real life?
Dude, never been better.
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine, man.
Yeah, it's so hard to know, like I think that sometimes if you really feel like they're there, then I believe that.
Yeah.
But also, like, could our brains be making us feel better? Maybe.
Yeah, but
I don't
then
know.
awesome.
Yeah.
Like, that's
either way,
just as magical.
Yes, that
that
our brains are able to do that, or that like they're able to like maybe peek on over the fence at the other side.
Right.
Right. Isn't that correct?
Ooh, yes.
Okay. Do you want to read one?
I don't have any more.
Yes, you do.
Marcy.
I made a fool.
Did you just send
made
me?
a fucking fool out of it.
I did.
You got it, Betsy?
I was thinking it's Appalachian, but it's Appalachian.
Appalachian. Remember, because I'll throw an apple at you.
Remember, I've never heard that.
I think you literally said it on the podcast. That's how you say Appalachia.
I promise you that's not how I
think you literally said it while you were covering a story.
No, I promise you.
I'll throw an apple at you.
I've never said that in my life. You're making me feel terrified right now.
I'm gaslighting you.
I swear. I've always thought it was Appalachian.
I think it's Appalachian too, and you told me.
No, you're making me feel fucking crazy.
You told me, Betsy.
No, you have to stop this because I feel fucking
Do you
nuts.
know that dog's eyes?
No, now I'm listening. Now I believe you.
Okay. Why don't you read
Appalachian.
Appalachian.
Oh my God. I swear to God, I never fucking said that. I've never heard that in my life.
Sorry, dude. You're an Appalachian.
Oh, no. Okay. So this subject is Appalachian ghost lights. Is it Appalachian? Yes, the Appalachian.
You're
Okay.
fine. You're doing great.
Thank you. Hey, Betsy and Marcy. First, just want to say how much I love your pod. Thank you. I look forward to listening to it every week. You guys are so funny, and some of the stories are so creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so here's my personal experience. My name is Ezra, and I live in the hills of southeast Kentucky in the Daniel Boone National Forest.
Cool.
Where I live is extremely rural, and when I was 17, I had a very strange and scary encounter with some mysterious lights. Oh, God. Okay. I got home in the late evening from high school basketball practice and found myself home alone. Kevin! My parents were gone to town, which is about an hour drive from where I'm from. Whoa,
That's
scary.
So worrisome.
That's so scary. Okay. The first thing that I noticed was that my hound dog was still not in her kennel. You have a hound dog?
Oh.
Very good. If you want, send pictures. Okay, was still not in her kennel. I had taken her out in the hills the day before, and she would often run off chasing some scent or trail. Normally when this happened, I would just leave the gate to her cage open, and she would come home in a few hours or the next morning whenever she got hungry. I thought it was weird that she was still out, but I was starving, so I went in and fixed myself some dinner. Around 11:30 or midnight, she still hadn't come back, and neither had my parents. So I decided to grab a flashlight and walk up into the woods behind my house. Ezra!
Too stressful.
Ezra! What are you doing to us?
Too stressful.
Okay, as I climbed up the mountain whistling and shouting her name, I saw these two yellowish lights about 150 yards away at what looked like the ridge line. At first, I thought that they were a pair of headlights, but quickly realized that this was impossible since there were no roads of any kind on the top of this mountain. Ew. As I stared up at them, I could see them slowly rotating around each other in a slow swinging motion, almost like a sideways pendulum. God damn. I turned off my flashlight and watched from the dark because I was afraid it might be somebody with lanterns or flashlights checking on their pot patch, which I had heard about plenty before and knew those people could have guns and be very dangerous.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Normally, I'm very comfortable in the woods and don't get spooked easily, but as I watched these weird undulating lights bob in the air, I could see that they were slowly growing closer and closer, working their way down the mountainside to where I was hunched in the dark. Ew. This is fucking me up.
Ew.
Okay, as they got closer, I could tell that they were definitely not flashlights. They were fainter for how close they were, shaped like orbs, and floating too unnaturally around each other.
Ew.
Also, at some point, they were growing close enough I should have heard footsteps or rustling, but it was dead silent. Fuck. Ooh. Okay. I suddenly was filled with this sickening feeling of dread and felt frozen. The hair on the back of my neck stood up, and all I could think to do was shout out as loud as I could to try to scare whoever or whatever it was away. I shouted, but they just kept floating closer and closer down the hill, and when they got about 35 or 40 yards away, I panicked and turned and started running down the mountainside with my flashlight still turned off. By the time I reached my house, I was terrified and exhausted and covered in scratches from all the briars I ran through in the dark. Oh, I ran in my house and had to muster up the courage to look out the window to see if I could still see them on the hillside. Ew. Mm-mm. I could no longer see them, and my dog was still gone. But I was too big of a coward to do anything but stay locked in the house until my parents got home.
Fair.
Oh,
Fair
enough. My dog showed up the next morning waiting by her food bowl. So happy ending there. But I've never been able to forgive myself for abandoning my puppy with whatever those freaky ass lights were. Oh, I never told hardly anyone about this because I always just figured they would think I was crazy. But when I got to college, I wrote about it in a fiction workshop as a quote unquote made up story, and my professor sent me a link to some news stories from around the region that describe very similar experiences people have had with so-called Appalachian ghost lights or brown lights. Anyways, that's my story. Hope you like it and didn't shit your pants. Thanks for all the laughs and chills, Ezra. Oh my God. As I was reading, I was like, this is an incredible short story. Like, this is such a good story.
Also, there's so many parts of that are just like already freaky without it being paranormal. Like just like your parents taking an hour to go to town.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And your dog being gone.
I would panic
immediately
so much if I knew that my parents were that far away.
You should do an opening on the Appalachian
Did I
ghost
not
lights.
do Appalachian ghost lights? Appalachian?
Jesus Christ. I don't know.
We're in a weird
I feel crazy.
parallel world.
I'm terrified. I'm scarified.
I'm scarified.
Brown lights?
I don't think you should feel bad about your dog because you took care of you, and animals are so good at taking care of themselves.
Yeah.
In like time, like it's not like you left your dog in the middle of a busy highway.
Yeah.
A dog can figure its way out in the wild.
Especially a hound dog.
Especially a hound dog.
Ooh.
A hound dog's not getting
Send
lost.
a picture if you don't mind.
I mean,
I want a hound dog.
I feel like a hound dog, like if they wander off, they're not lost. They know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because they can smell their way back so easily.
Yeah.
So like, and then I love that it was just waiting at a dog bowl in the morning.
I love that. What are these ghost lights? If you did it.
I don't have the memory for that, Betsy. That's what I keep trying to tell you.
I feel crazy.
You are. You're crazy.
Oh, no.
Maybe it also could be something that I prepped and didn't do. You know? Like, like something that I researched and was like, huh,
Yeah.
I'm too tired of copying and pasting.
That's some hard research.
Right.
Ooh, that was so good.
I'm going to read one now.
Okay.
Hello, Betsy and Marcy.
Hello.
My story starts when I was a kid watching PBS.
Very scary.
Ooh. There was a show called Star Hustler, hosted by Jack Horkheimer. Horkheimer.
Yeah, I think it's Horkheimer.
And he would talk about which stars, planets, and constellations could be seen that week. The intro music is an MIDI synth. I don't know. I don't know what that word is. MIDI.
I don't know. MIDI
synth version of Arabesque No. 1, composed by Claude Debussy.
Everything you just said.
I don't. Yeah, this is all very confusing to me.
I love it. We'll look it up.
Okay, so I always loved watching Star Hustler, mostly for the intro outro music. I really enjoyed that song. As I grew up, I would always notice that song being played randomly in a TV commercial, on the radio, etc. But it was when I got to college I noticed the song following me. For instance, where I sort of freaked out about hearing the song is when I was visiting friends at Emory College. It was very late at night, and I was walking alone across the courtyard back to my friend's dorm room. And all of a sudden, I hear the piano start playing Arabesque No. 1.
What?
I looked around to see where the music was coming from, and eventually I walked by a window and saw a student just having a late night piano session.
What?
Nothing supernatural, but I still thought the song choice was too coincidental. A few years later, I was working in an office telling a coworker about how Arabesque No. 1 was kind of following me around. As I'm telling the story, someone turns on the radio and the song starts playing. I yelled out, "That's the song! See, it's following me."
What?
My coworkers were amused and brushed it off as kind of weird. Another year later or so, I'm telling another coworker the same story. The song is following me. The song playing on the radio, incident, etc. As soon as I finish telling the story, my coworker, my cell phone rings with an Arabesque No. 1 ringtone. I had no idea my Nokia flip phone had this ringtone.
No.
And I definitely didn't set it myself. I was beyond freaked out. Needless to say, I left that ringtone as my default. Eventually, I downloaded an MP3 of the song and would just listen to it whenever I felt like it. And nowadays, I can't say anything else weird has happened with that song, but I can't help but think about the weirdness when it appears on my song shuffle.
Whoa.
Thanks for making me laugh, Eric. That's really
that's so
crazy.
weird.
Do you know that song? Oh, you pulled it up. Thank you.
Is this it?
I don't know.
It says Arabesque No. 1 and No. 2.
Hold on. Wait. I was trying to pull it up and my phone started playing an ad, which is too annoying. YouTube, why you gotta do that to us? Hold on. He sent it to me so I could just play
Oh,
that.
great. That's wild because this is a classical song that I feel I've never heard. I'm sure I have.
Do you want to hear the intro song to Star Hustler?
Some people hustle pool. Some people hustle cars.
I want to watch this show.
Then there's that man you've heard
Whoa,
about.
that's wild because I don't think it's not, and I'm not a big classical head.
I mean,
but I feel like the way he described it was like, oh, that must be just kind of like Pachelbel's canon or whatever,
yes.
where it's like, yeah, I hear it, but I've never.
Eric. Also, do you think it's like one of those things like maybe we just never recognized it before?
Yeah, that could
it never
be.
Struck us.
I had no reason to be like, oh, I know this song.
But
I'm
just gonna posit a theory that like that song is haunting him because he's
that dude.
He's the dude. He's Debussy.
Dude, you are Debussy.
I don't know. Why can't I pronounce nothing? Is it because I went to state schools?
Hey, I went to state college. Yeah,
that's why we can't remember
we
the
can't
Appalachian.
do anything.
Oh man, what if that song is haunting him because it's his song?
It's Eric, right?
Eric.
Go get a past life thing.
Reading?
Reading. What is it? You've done it. We need to do it.
Past life regression.
Oh, yeah, get one of those.
Yeah. Eric, homework assignment. Past life regression. Arc
or else we'll be so mad.
Oh, some mad. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
My ghost story. I am currently 14 years old.
Cute.
Whoa.
Cute. I mean, not
right.
cute. Very cool and cool.
Yeah.
Very cool and cool.
I am currently 14 years old, and my parents always thought I was different.
Uh-oh.
I could say, I always thought I was different, I could say. I would say stuff like, Mommy, do you want to meet my friend? She would say, sure. I said, this is Opal. She hurt herself, and now she's like this. My mom thought that was a little weird, but she ignored it. Woo. When I got older, I've always thought that I had something that I could connect with ghosts. And one day I was home with my older brother, and I get goosebumps, and I'm feeling like I'm not alone, like someone is watching me. I yell, EJ, stop! And my brother yelled from downstairs, that's not me. I ignored how I was feeling when I hear stretching. I ignored how I was feeling when I hear stretching in my closet. And at this point, I'm crying because I know that there is definitely something with me in my room.
I think it was scratching in the closet.
Scratching. And it's not human. Because stupid I slowly walked up to my closet and opened it. Nothing. Then the next night, I was staying at my cousin's house. And her room is a loft. So you go upstairs and she sleeps in a loft. So you have a loft. And then it leads into her room. Oh, okay. So you like walk through the loft.
Oh, yeah. So gotcha. It's like a loft that you walk on and then into another bedroom.
Into a bedroom.
Gotcha.
Yep. Everyone was asleep. The TV turned off. I couldn't find the remote, so I left it off, but then I started sweating really bad and getting a funny feeling. Ha, get my pun? I started crying. It was so bad. Then I looked over and I saw a girl with her hair over her face, hanging with a rope around her neck.
Jeez Louise.
Fuck, dude. I tried to wake up my sister. She just rolled over. My cousin heard me crying and woke up and said, Kendall, do you see it? She said, get up, turn on the light. I turned on the light and it was gone. But ever since then, I have been seeing this little girl. Is Opal real? Does she want to haunt me, or am I just crazy? Kendall. Oh my goodness, that is spooky.
Oh my gosh, I love that her whole body was like, something bad is happening.
Yeah, her whole body's just like, I will react, something bad is going on. Get out of here.
That's so crazy.
That's so scary. Hair over her face and a rope around her neck. Opal. That's terrifying.
That was
Kendall.
too terrifying.
Holy shit.
Dude, Kendall, you're brave.
Yeah.
You lived through it.
Yeah, and you're only 14.
Hopefully you'll either that kind of shit will stop happening, or two, you'll get very good at handling it.
Yeah, you will. And people will come to you to handle their shit.
Yes, help Betsy, because ghosts are following her.
Stop it. No, they aren't.
Okay, let's read this one. Hey guys, love the podcast. I tweeted you guys and you responded. I truly fangirled.
Oh, yay.
This email has 3 different sections because I'm very tired. Not tired. I'm very tied to the paranormal geographically and ancestrally.
Whoa, cool.
You can skip whatever part you want, but I have a lot on my mind and I'd like to talk about. Number 1, I think you guys should talk about some Latin legends because they messed me up as a kid. You can probably just Wikipedia all these things. There's La Llorona.
Yeah.
I also want to watch that movie so badly.
Oh, yeah, there's a new one coming out.
A woman who drowned her kids and now roams waterfronts crying for her children. Whoa. The Cui Cui. I think actually Frank Garcia Heil talked about the Cui Cui. It's basically the Spanish boogeyman. Chupacabra, goat-sucking lizard dogs.
What? Yeah.
The Pancho Villa, he's like a Mexican Robin Hood.
Yes.
Apparently, he would hide his gold in the countryside, so his ghost will appear in some of these houses. My family lived in one of the areas and would hear a guitar playing out of nowhere.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Also, they'd have sleep paralysis very often.
Oof.
The La Pascualita? Maybe, whatever, I'm saying it wrong. your fave. In Chihuahua, there's a bridal shop with a really lifelike mannequin. Some people think she died on her own wedding day.
Just
so
like Mannequin too. Sorry,
so
keep
her
going.
family embalmed her and left her beauty to be admired for all.
No, I love that. I hope that's the case.
Apparently, her eyes watch you in the store. Scary. Okay. Number 2, I was born near Asheville, North Carolina.
Cool.
We have a few local legends. It's an old mountain town, and there's rumors of vampires and all kinds of Cherokee cryptoids.
Whoa.
There's also talk of a Bigfoot thing and a variation of the Mothman. Zelda Fitzgerald was killed here when the mental hospital she was in burned down.
No.
There's also the Grove Park Inn where famous figures of history would stay, including Marilyn Monroe. This place is allegedly chock full of ghosts, but my mom worked there as a teen and she never saw anything. Lame. That's what you say, not me say. The most famous is Helen's Bridge, where your car will break down and someone will see a woman in white. Apparently, she hung herself from the bridge after her kid died. You know, the usual.
Ew, the classic.
Classic. My family's may be witches.
What?
As a kid, I would have sleep paralysis every night. I would have dreams that I was in my house screaming at shadow figures which hid in my closet. Now, looking back, I think I was astral projecting. When I started going to church, this stopped happening. I think it may have some kind of psychic block rather than a divine protection, though I'd like to think being spiritual protects you from demons. Though once I had a dream where I was being dragged to a bonfire surrounded by figures wearing cloaks and animal masks.
What?
An owl man heard me praying and said in a guttural voice, "Your God can't help you here."
Ew, an owl man.
Love that. As a teen.
Shit.
As a teen, I started having different intense dreams. No, not like that, you nasty.
That was my immediate thought. Like, hell yeah.
One time I turned into
nasty.
One time I turned into a shark and started attacking this boy. Later that week, a kid was attacked at the beach in North Carolina for the first time in years.
What?
Other times I had dreams of very specific car crashes, and the next day I'd hear about crashes resulting in death.
No.
Even my mother has had dreams like this as recently as last week when she had a precognitive dream about 2 teens who drove into a lake.
No.
I truly believe kids and animals are more intuitive to the paranormal, which is why I stopped having these dreams as frequently. My baby niece has been talking to no one and pointing in the corner lately.
Oh, no.
So I think she stole my powers. Though I think she may be a reincarnated version of my grandfather because she will always gravitate towards a picture of him when she's at our house. Anyway, thanks. Hope you enjoyed some part of this. Love the podcast, Oz. Yes, like your dog. Oh my God.
That was awesome.
That was chock.
That was awesome.
Full. That was awesome, dude. That was truly chock full of information, things to think about.
Those dreams and then that happening is so wild.
Yes.
The
also,
shark?
turning into a shark and eating someone.
And then owl man saying your God can't help you now. That's so nasty.
Upsetting.
I hate that.
That's upsetting.
In a good way. That's awesome.
All right, Betsy.
Okay,
let's
one
read
more.
one last one.
All right. Are you ready?
Marcy's ready. Game.
Okay.
Set. Match.
Point. Hi, ladies. I am obsessed with the paranormal, but I do not like to get too scared. Anywho, I listen and watch any ghost hunter or ghost podcast I can find. Lately, I've been binge listening, so I have ghosts on the mind.
Yeah.
I'm a mother of 3. Sorry, that really...
You're like a three
Three
what?
3 what?
Tell me what they are.
I'm a mother of 3, ages 8, 4, and 1. I get up often for the baby, and I'm always groggy and walking with one eye open. One night, I walked into the kitchen around 3:30 a.m., and I just stopped. There in the kitchen was a fair-skinned little girl just staring at me. I screamed, "Oh, fuck!" Turned out to be my 4-year-old trying to be a statue so I wouldn't see her getting a midnight snack. What a funny move. I'm just like, just pause, be a statue that nobody will notice.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's very funny.
Yes.
Okay, now for the real stories. I dream of people after they die. When I was in 2nd grade, my friend's grandma died, and I knew before my friend did. When my dad died, he came and told me that heaven charged him $60 to come say bye. He cracked a joke. That is so funny. So he cracked a joke that even in death, I was still costing him money. It was so real.
Oh my God.
That's really funny. When my cousin died, he was 27 and my BFF. He came to me every night for weeks. I told my uncle, his uncle too, who was very spiritual. He had a Cuban priest with him at the time, and the priest told me that when someone dies, that sometimes that person thinks everyone should see the beauty they see, so they try to lure them to death so they can be together. The priest asked to do a cleansing on me. I let him, and so far, 4 years later, I'm still good, but no more dreams of my cousin. A sad face. Oh my God. My coworker's husband shot himself last year, 10 days before Christmas. I woke up one night and just saw a dark shadow outline by my bedroom door. I could feel it was him. He felt so sad, like a little kid that did something wrong. Oh my God. When my dad was 12, his younger sister got hit by a train. He found her. It scarred him for life.
Oh my God.
I was named after her, so I became obsessed with knowing her, but we only had one picture in our home. I would pray every night to let her come and visit me in my dreams. She never came. Then, a month ago, my cousin sent me a DVD of old family pictures. I froze when I saw her. She was so young and looked just like my oldest daughter. I cried for almost an hour. Oh, I got chills. That night, I woke up in the middle of the night and I could see her or feel her. You know, that third eye stuff. She was staring at me while I slept. It was like she didn't know what or who I was. I knew if I rolled over, I would see her or scare her, so I just stayed still for a long time. It took her 34 years for her to come. She is my favorite dream. Aww. Thanks for your fun podcast, Patricia.
Wow. That's one, your kid is very funny and creepy.
Very funny. I'm just like, woo.
I'm gonna stand like a statue. That's like
I get caught stealing snacks and then at midnight by Mono. Nothing.
I'm just eating your protein.
Just a statue.
I'm eating your protein powder.
Just a statue.
Also, God, it's so. I mean, like I know it, but every now and then when you hear like the tragic events that surround all these like paranormal things, it's like it makes sense of why there's something hanging around, that there's like all this like the sad, like a sad kid, like
that feeling
that did something wrong. And I understand what that the meaning of that, like that, like if you were to kill yourself, then be like, I didn't need to do that, like sort of like maybe that realization of like I shouldn't have done that,
or you're just so feeling that before
sad, that like that's how your whole life felt, that like oh
my gosh, that was good.
That's really good. Very creepy too.
Very creepy, very good.
Oh my gosh, you guys,
thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing with us.
These have been incredible. Please keep sharing them. Ezra, send us a picture of that hound dog. This has been wonderful.
This has been
Thank you for listening.
So fun. Send us your paranormal experiences to funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. Rate, review, subscribe. Be nice to us. Help us.
Help us, please.
Guys, don't shit your pants.
No.
Okay.
Or
bye.
do. Who cares? Everybody
Whatever
does.
you want. Bye.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.